two-parter. Do you expect to be at 7 again? And with that in mind, playing SMU, they didn't really have a deep bench, but notice that Purdue's got 9 players that average 10 minutes. Does that change your philosophy at all?
Our numbers dictate our philosophy, so that's what drives that. To answer your first question, I don't know. We had 6 in practice today, so I don't know. It'll be a game time decision. I hope to have 7, but our 7 will dictate what we do. Not, we just don't. We're not in a position to do it any other way. So.
And how are they using that 7? What makes what does she try to accomplish? How's that not general?
Similar. We got to do a lot of different things. We're gonna have to try to slow the game down, junk it up as much as we can, fly around. I thought we were really good at getting extra possessions in terms of rebounding outside of our area, running down 50-50 balls, and that's really what I told our team is that's how we should look all the time. We shouldn't look like that because our back is against the wall and we're limited in number. This should be how we play. So had a really productive practice and film yesterday and walked through some stuff and then got after it a little bit today and got them off their feet.
How important is this game being the last non-conference game, even if you're dealing with the numbers and everything, just to get the people that are playing that much more experience and ready for conference?
Well, every time we step on the floor, whether it's in practice or a game, it's an opportunity for us to get better. Get better with our execution, with our pace, with what we're doing defensively and our concepts. And so this is another step to get better. Purdue's obviously really, really good. They present a ton of challenges. They're going to space you out. They shoot it everywhere on the floor. And they not lead the nation, but they're in the top 20, top 50 in almost every offensive category. So we're going to have our hands full. But, it's a great game to prepare us for what conference play is going to look like with possibly the same amount of players, in terms of our limitations. And so we're measuring our success based on, are we better today than we were yesterday?
How do you try to prepare someone like Maya or just anyone in a position where, I think she almost had nearly her season total in minutes in that one game that she had the whole season. Just when they go from such a big jump in extenuating circumstances, how do you try to walk them through that?
Well, obviously you would hope to progress her in a little bit better, but it's also why we say if you are constantly staying ready, you don't have to get ready. I think for her, she has made huge strides over these last 3 weeks because she's been able to take a ton of reps. And I think that's really allowed her to catch up and get even with everyone else. Her growth spurt just comes at a different time. And so what we say to her is, you're not going to be perfect. Think about how much better you're going to be a month from now, from getting all these reps now, and then it's just really on the back end of it, how do you take care of your body? How do you make sure that you're maximizing your recovery? Because everyone else has had a chance to adjust to these minutes, and then you throw her in, and now, like you said, she's played a ton of minutes, probably more than she played all season long.
What logistics went into making this game happen in College Station, and how important was it to get an extra non-conference game on the schedule and the Vegas tournament?
Yeah, so after things happened in Thanksgiving with the Vegas tournament, actually we got on the phone. Dayton actually called us. We got on the phone with Dayton, and they just expressed their concerns with the tournament and that they were going to drop out. So we knew Dayton was out. And so then for me it became like, okay, we've already lost Dayton as an opponent. What is Purdue thinking? What is Purdue going to do? And so just after some conversations, not only with Purdue, but just with the tournament directors and just some people who had been in Vegas and what was going on, anytime that we operate, there's a safety element that we have to make sure that we are putting our players' safety first. And then there's a standard of experience. When you go to a tournament or when you are in an MTE or whatever it is, there's a standard of experience that is expected for our young ladies. And we don't want to put them in any one of those situations where safety is a concern or where their standard of experience is not what they're used to or what we want it to be. Purdue had some of the same concerns, and so after we both decided to not go to Vegas, then it was we need to play each other. I think we thought it was really important to play Purdue. Again, it's a game that's going to challenge us, it's going to expose us, it's going to make us better. I think Purdue feels the same way, and so I think we were both open to either going there or them coming here, and it just worked out that we could get that game, get it here. In terms of having another game on our schedule, we've lost Dayton, and then we lost Morgan State, unfortunately, on December the 4th. And so having this game is huge, and that just gets us to 10. We love to play 13 non-conference games. So it's just really huge for our players to have another one under their belt.
the outside looking in, it appeared your team took a big step last time. How much do you feel that was the progression versus just they had to, there was limited numbers, or can you differentiate that?
We'll know after tomorrow a little bit better. I think it's both. I think they did feel, I do think the reps helped. I think everybody getting their reps helped, having some time to just focus on us and concentrate with a small number. I think that definitely helped us. And I also think they did have a sense of, like, it's us, and let's do this for each other, and let's play hard, and we can't get – I think there was a higher level of concentration in all areas. And, again, the conversation for our team is that should be the case all the time, you know. And to their credit, we came in yesterday after a game on Sunday and tired legs and mentally drained, and we had a good day, and we had another good day today. And so it's just, again, about every single day taking steps in the right direction.
And to clarify, the players aren't playing, they're all injury-related. There's no sickness. You have no sickness?
No sickness, no.
Okay.
It's all injury, yes.
And then, question, back-to-back, you don't control the men. Why the 1 o'clock games? Do you like the afternoon games on a weekday, or what about the 1 o'clock games?
Well, when we played SMU, it was a 1 o'clock game because we were taking a flight later to go to Vegas, right? We needed to get out that same day because our game in Vegas was on the 20th. Which was a tight squeeze to start with, but our schedule wasn't complete when we got here, so we just had to do what we had to do. So that was why we were going to play SMU as early as possible, so we could then shower, get to Houston, and get on a plane and get to Vegas, adjust to a time change, in a one-day turnaround before you play again. Our last game before we send them home is always going to be as early as we can make it, because we want to get our players home on the same day they play, and we want our opponents to get home as well so they can get their young ladies back to wherever they're going and get them home. Because if we play a night game tomorrow, then our players are spending another night here, and now they're not getting home, depending on how far away they live, until half a day on the 22nd. So they've really lost that day too, and they only had, that's one less day at home. So our last game at home before Christmas will always be early. Yeah.
Y'all bringing out Christmas sweaters again?
No, we are, actually we thought about moving it to Purdue, but we had already publicized it, so no, I don't have another Christmas sweater for tomorrow.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.